been into Tableau development since almost 5 years. Right? It's a 6th year running. And earlier, I was into recruitment for almost 2 years. And before that, I was into training manager for 1 year. Okay, so total, I hold 9 years of experience. And I do train the batches for Tableau. So this is my 8th batch. Okay, so 6 batches have been completed successfully and they have been placed here, there, and all. And 7th batch that is running currently in the morning sessions, and this is the 8th batch that we are running. Okay, so this is a just brief about myself. Yeah, so let's go into our topics. So let's see the Tableau introduction. So whatever we had seen in the demo, so it's more or less like similar. So the Tableau introduction, so we know that the Tableau has been introduced in 2003 by 2003 January by 3 founders named Pat Hanran, Kristen Chabot, and Chris Stolt. So these are the 3 people who introduced Tableau in 2003 with the versions like 2008 version 4 and version 5 came in 2009 and version 6 came in 2010 and version 7 came in 2012, which got success in the market for the first time. And from there on, Tableau started booming. Like version 8 came in 2013 and version 9 came in 2015, version 10 came in 2016. So till version 10, Tableau was naming it as 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, 10.5 or something like that. But from the version 2018, it started the naming convention as 2018.1.2.3. Okay, so version 2019.1.2.3.4. So the latest version is 2020.4. Okay, so how to get it is, so go to the Tableau and go to the help, or if you want to see what is the version, let me open my Tableau. So this is the Tableau desktop logo. Okay, so when you first open the Tableau, so here you will see the latest version which is available. Let me show 1 second. If you go here into the help and go to the about Tableau, so here it will show what is the version you are working on. Okay, so 2019.4 is what the version we are using currently, and along with that it will show that 2020.4 as a latest. So if the new version is available, it will show at the bottom of this page. So this is about the versions. Any doubts regarding versions?
No.
Okay.
No doubts.
Okay. So as we also seen what is Tableau. So the very basic question people may ask you, what is Tableau? Why do people use Tableau? In the interviews I'm talking. So you should know, it's not something like Tableau is a tool or it's a data visualization tool, right? So your definition should explain what is exactly the Tableau and what is the usage of it. So Tableau is a visualization tool which is used to visualize the data in a graphical representation. So when we represent any view in the graphical representation, for that we use the Tableau as a tool. Okay, and why Tableau? Because there should be some key answers, right? Why do we use Tableau? Because you may get the question why people are opting for Tableau. So the answer is like it will answer the business problems. So we know what does that mean. That means, so if any business is going into losses, so to understand which store or which branch or which office is giving us the losses. Let's say what happens sometimes if you talk about in the IT industry, so there may be some companies or some branches where it will be hired huge amount of the people. Okay, the hiring will be huge, but if you compare the projects that they have might be significantly less. So what happens in that time? So you will be getting a loss, right? So because your headcount is huge and so you have to spend so much of amount over there. So in that case what happens, it will give you a answer that so these many projects that we have and these many people we need and these many people we are having. What happens in that case? So people will go for layoffs. So people will start removing people or people will start transferring people wherever there is a less headcount in the other branches, right? So this is also answers by Tableau. So it will give you a clear view about it. And sometimes what happens, one branch or one office will have huge projects, okay, but the headcount is less. So in that case what happens, again you will be going into losses because you have the sufficient projects but you don't have people to handle it. So in that case what Tableau will say is, boss, your requirements are huge, like you have a huge number of projects but you do not have the people to handle it, so start hiring immediately. So in that case what happens, people will go for bulk hiring, right? So it will answer such business problems. And to make calls on business decisions, even whatever both are like related a bit, so based on the problem you can take a call, right? So whether you want to go for a hiring, whether you want to go for a layoff, whether you want to go for a transfer, or whether you want to like have a multi skilled people, so all these business calls you can take it, right? And even to understand the business position, so where are we standing, are we standing in the loss, or are we standing in the profits, or we are not making any loss any profit, or what is that exactly our business position, which position we are standing, what is our value of the company. Okay, so are we standing in number 1 position, number 2 position, or number 10 position, what is our market share. So all such business position related questions will be answered here. Okay, and to understand the data better, so whatever the data that is available, because analysis, being a data analyst, being a Tableau developer, your key thing is data. If you have data you can do wonders in the visualizations. If you do not have any data you cannot even visualize a single thing in the Tableau, because Tableau heart is a data. Okay, so whatever the data you have, so understand the data very well. So the depth that you understand about your data, the more wonders comes out of it. Okay, so understanding the data is very important and Tableau does it very well. And to represent the data in graphical way. Yeah. So what does that mean? So whatever the data you have and whatever the data you understood and keeping it with you doesn't make any benefit out of it, right? So whatever the data you have to understand it, and whatever the data you understood you have to visualize it in a graphical way. Then only the dashboards, reports, everything will come out, and which will help the top level management. Okay, so these are the significant uses of the Tableau. And Tableau products. So as we had seen in the demo, so there are 6 different types of products. So the first one is Tableau Desktop. So what is Tableau Desktop? So this is the Tableau Desktop tool. Okay, and what do we do with this? We prepare all our visualizations using Tableau Desktop. Okay, so Tableau Desktop is the place where we develop all our reports. Okay, and this will have 2 editions. One is personal edition and the second one is professional edition. So what is personal edition is we can publish the dashboards into online. See, we have created a beautiful dashboards using the Tableau desktop. Okay, so such a wonderful graphical representations we have done. After doing that, if you keep it in your system, will that be any use? Because people can't come to your laptop all the time to see the wonders that you have created, correct? So it has to be a place where you have to post or publish. We call it as publish. So you have to publish all your reports, and then the end users or the audience, whoever are the target audience, will reach out to that particular URL to view the visualization reports. Okay? So for that, we have a place, like after preparing all the visualizations using desktop, you need to publish it into the Tableau server. Okay, so what is server here? So we can publish the dashboards into server which we created using Tableau desktop. So that means, so whatever the visualizations you have created using the desktop, it will allow you to publish into some web-based URL which is called Tableau server. Okay, and that server is maintaining by organization, so it is a licensed version. Okay, so this Tableau desktop we used to create the dashboards, and after creating the dashboard we have to publish it somewhere, and that place is called Tableau server. Okay, and there we can publish all our dashboards which we developed using desktop, and this server is maintaining by the organization. That means all the authority, all the authentications, everything is maintained by organizations, like security wise, and it is a licensed version. That means you have to purchase it. So the organizations will purchase the Tableau server to have all their dashboards in a place. Okay, so here if you see, if you don't have any organization, okay, and if you don't have any licensed version, so where do you publish? So you should have an alternate place to publish, right? Because if I am working for my company, so my company will be having a server, so I can publish all my dashboards there which are company related. But I have a huge interest, okay, and I prepare some general dashboards. Let's say I prepare dashboards on election poll, I prepare dashboards on COVID data. Sorry, I prepare dashboards on maybe a stock market. Okay, so which is not required from my organization, it is all about my personal interest. Okay, so such, like it is called my own portfolio, right? So whatever the dashboards I have prepared my personally, I have to create a portfolio to publish all those dashboards. So where do you publish? Because you cannot publish all your personals in your Tableau server, which is organizational version, right? So for that you will have a other option called Tableau Online. So Tableau Online is nothing but similar to the Tableau server, but it is a private version. Okay, so you can publish the dashboards to online. That means either you can, if your organizational related dashboards, you can publish into server. If your personal interested dashboards, you can publish it into Tableau Online. So this is maintained by Tableau group. That means this is not maintained by any of the organization. So it is maintained by the Tableau group, and it is available to the public. So if I create some public dashboards like on my own interest, I can share it with everyone's, like how we do it in Facebook or Insta, right? So we create a post and we post it or we publish it into the Facebook. So what happens, all your friend list or anyone can like, comment, right? So everyone can view your post. Similarly, so if you developed any dashboard, if you don't want to publish them into your official server, so you can have your personal space created in Tableau Online. So you can just create your login, like signing up account in online, and you can publish it there, all your personal dashboards. Okay, so this is about Tableau Online and server. So you should know the difference. Okay, so both works in the same, but online is maintained by the Tableau group and it is a public, but server is maintained by the organization. It's a licensed version, right? So here now we will see about personal edition and professional edition. So what is personal edition of Tableau desktop? So when you are creating any visualizations using personal edition, we can publish them into the online, like Tableau online, and it has the limited access. Okay, so you cannot publish the dashboards that are developed in personal edition into server, because server is a organization version, right? So if you are using personal edition and if you are creating some dashboards, you can only publish them to Tableau online, not to Tableau server. Okay, and it's a free. So personal edition is free. You don't have to purchase any licenses on it. And second thing, professional edition. So what is professional edition? So we can publish dashboards in online, and also we can publish the dashboards into server. Okay, so if you have created some visualization using the professional edition, such dashboards you can publish either into the online, also you can publish either into the server, because it's a professional edition, right? And it has full access. It doesn't have any limitation with regards to functionality, and it's a commercial use. That means you have to pay for it. To use the professional edition, you have to pay. So who will done that? Is the organizations will done that. Okay, so organization will purchase the professional edition software for Tableau desktop, and they will also purchase the Tableau server. Okay, so this is about desktop, online and server. So here we have Tableau public. Okay, so if you don't have, or if you are not able to purchase your Tableau professional edition desktop, what you will do, you can create a Tableau public. So this is also works similar to the desktop. Okay, so this is nothing but the personal edition. Okay, so Tableau personal edition is nothing but Tableau public. So here you cannot save your dashboards into the local file. That means, so whatever the visualization you have created using Tableau public, you cannot save it into your laptop or desktop. Okay, like in your C drive or in your D drive or desktop, you cannot save it, because Tableau public will not have that facility to save it in your local. You have to save it only in online way. So you have to save it in the cloud. Okay, and that can be shared to anyone because it is a URL based, right? So you can copy the URL and you can ping, or you can email, or you can message to anyone, so they can view your dashboards created. So this is about desktop, public, online and server. Okay, so Tableau desktop and Tableau public, one are same, one is personal and one more is the organization. And similarly Tableau online and Tableau server works in a similar way. Again same, one is commercial licensed version and another one is free public version. Okay, so the next product, Tableau Reader. So what is Tableau Reader? So it is like after you publishing, so everyone will not have the server access. Okay, because small companies or startups will not have the server access to for everyone. So what they will have is they will have a Tableau Reader. So what is Tableau Reader here? So it will be interfacing to view the dashboards created in desktop or public. That means whatever the visualizations you have created using desktop and public, they can also view either in the Tableau server if they have it. Otherwise, they can have a Tableau Reader, which is a we will call it, right, pro version and light version in the applications. So are you a pro member or are you a basic member, right? So something like that. So this is Tableau Reader is a light version. Okay, so you will have interface to view the dashboards, but it doesn't have edit access. You cannot edit anything using Tableau Reader. And this is also maintained by the organization, like smaller companies where they cannot afford to have the server, they can go for Tableau Reader. So it will have only the interface to view the dashboards. It cannot edit anything. Okay, still it is also maintained by the organization. But server you can publish, even you can edit also. Okay, so Tableau server allows you to edit online. but you should have the access to it. It's a permission layer managed by the Tableau admin. Okay, so you should get that access, and once if you get the access, you can edit the dashboards online in Tableau server. But in the reader, even if you have the permission, you cannot have edit access because the reader itself doesn't allow to edit. Okay, and recently in 2018, Tableau is also introduced one of the tool called Tableau Prep. So what is Tableau Prep? It is used to prepare the data, like it's a data modeling tool. Okay, so what happens? All the data, whatever is available, might be structured, might not be structured, right? So some data will be in a very better way to understand. Some is like zigzag. You cannot understand the data well because it is not structured. It is unstructured. So when you have such data, so you have Tableau Prep as an option. So first you can connect the data to Tableau preparation tool, that is called Tableau Prep. Okay, and you do the data modeling, like you build the relation, you create a structure to the data. Once your data modeling is done, and then you start connecting it to the Tableau for your visualization. Because so what is Tableau Prep here will do? So it will make the unstructured data to structured data. Okay, so this is about Tableau preparation tool. So you can create the relationship between the fields. That means, so if you have multiple columns orphan where there is no relation, what you will do, you can create some relation, meaningful relation between the fields using Tableau preparation tool. And after preparation, so it is something like, one sec. So okay, so it is something like, so you have unstructured data here. So where there is no relation between the data. Okay, and you have Tableau desktop. So before connecting it to desktop, what you will do, you have a preparation tool here. So Tableau Prep. So what you will do, you connect this data to Tableau Prep and do the relations, model it, and then whatever the output you got it from out of this prep, right? That output you connect it to the desktop for your visualization. So Tableau Prep will act as a data preparation tool. Okay, so that is about Tableau Prep. Yeah, so actually I have a call. Okay, so in the next 4:45, next 10 minutes, so just tell me, and it's a 30 minutes call, so if you're available we can connect it later or we can connect it tomorrow, because only on Mondays I'll have it. So from tomorrow onwards I'll be free, okay, at 4 to 5:30, so we can connect the same. So for now, let's discuss if you have any doubts in whatever we have discussed.
I didn't get understanding in the Tableau public and the Tableau online.
Tableau public and Tableau online.
What the major difference? Like both can we publish here, both will be publish. Why the Tableau online?
Tableau public is to create the visualizations. I said that it is similar as desktop, because in Tableau desktop you can create the visualizations. You cannot publish into the desktop, right? It is only the place to create the visualizations. Once if you create the visualizations, then you have to publish it into somewhere. So that somewhere is nothing but Tableau server. If you are developing the reports for organization, you publish it into the Tableau server. If you are developing dashboards on your own interest, like private dashboards, like on the election poll or any other population data, then you have to publish them in your Tableau online, because you cannot publish
Okay.
personal things into the organization, right? So
So it
that is the
sounds like
difference between that is
there is a linkage between Tableau Public, is nothing but the desktop version which you download.
that's what it is, similar as a desktop, but desktop again it's the organizational version, right? So you have to purchase the commercial key. But if you are not working, if you are working as a like freelance, or if you are just practicing for yourself, what you will do, you cannot have the, now you have a student version for 1 year, right? So after completing that 1 year, what you will do, you have to purchase the license, correct? And now if you don't, if Tableau is not providing that 1 year license key, what you will do, you have only 14 days free trial, correct? After 14 days free trial, what you will do for practicing purpose, you have to opt for Tableau Public, because here you don't need to pay anything. It is just create it. It's also works similarly as a desktop, but you don't need to pay anything here. But the disadvantage here is you cannot save them in your local file, in your C drive or in your desktop. You cannot save them. You have to save it in the online. Online is not meaning this online, Tableau online. Okay, so this online is nothing but cloud.
Okay.
So you can save it. Maybe I can give a.
In short, what you're saying is like whatever the dashboard we create using the Tableau Public, we don't need license. Those dashboard we need to publish only in the Tableau online, which we create an account and log in and just save it. So that is nothing but a Tableau online, which in general we do during our practice session. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Then one more quick question over here is like, when you say the personal edition is it's free, yeah? So personal edition.
This personal edition is nothing but Tableau Public.
Okay, that's what, like, you can mention over there slash Tableau Public. So it will be more easier. Like people understand, like, okay, it is something different version.
So personal edition is nothing but a Tableau desktop, but personal edition will also give you 14 days trial, right?
Oh yeah.
So that. Okay, so personal edition is nothing but Tableau Public.
Okay. So there are 3 types. Like if I download and it will give me the 14 days trial. So that is nothing but the personal edition. Where
personal edition.
I can't save the dashboard in my system, but I need to publish that in the
no. Personal edition allows you to save it
in the system desktop.
So personal in the desktop. Personal edition, because 14 days trial, you can use it and you can save it in your download in your local machine. Okay. And professional edition, where you have either 1 year license key or your organizational purchase and give it to you. Okay. And Tableau Public, it is also like lifelong. It's not like a 14 days free trial, or you are not purchasing anything. So it will be there for you until your account is active.
So I can understand in this way. So Tableau Public, whatever we create the dashboards using Tableau Public, those will be used. Those will only be shared or saved in the Tableau online platform, and whatever the dashboard we create via personal edition or professional edition, those can be shared in their desktop, or it can be saved in the server by default. Correct?
No, server you cannot save, because
if I am working
you don't
in a company.
have the server access. Yeah. You can publish them online in your personal space.
What about professional?
Professional, you can do it.
That's what. If I'm working in a company,
but then I can do it. You should have a Tableau server access.
Okay.
So if you are working on your organizational professional edition, so you have the server access, and where you can publish all your dashboards there.
So in the same way, I do have the access for the reader also, or not required?
Reader, again, it is also like a light version, I said, right? So Tableau server is a pro version. Okay. So, and it is a high in charge. Okay, so amount is high, right? The license is cost more. So some small companies or startup companies cannot afford it. So what they will do, they will go for the light version. So that is a reader.
Access will be required. That's what I mean.
Yes, yes, you need to have access for it.
Okay. And
See,
one thing. Uh-huh.
the server, reader, prep, all these three are organizational based. You no need to purchase and you cannot purchase them for your
Okay.
individual work purpose. Okay,
Mhm.
and even the Tableau desktop. But since it will provide 14 days free trial, which is a personal edition, and it will offer 1 year for the student, which is a professional edition. Okay, if you don't have all this, then you have to depend only on public and online. Tableau
Okay.
public and Tableau online
Okay.
for the personal usage.
Mhm. So one more thing. So when we get the 14 days trial, that is personal edition, and when we get the student trial, that is professional edition, or then if there will be any major changes, like in terms of functionality or some features, additional feature will be available, or it remain the same.
So we'll see that in coming class. We have differences like desktop and the public. What is the more major difference and all?
No, no, I was
So
talking
we'll
about
discuss.
the edition only in the desktop only. We are having additional professional full edition and professional edition.
Here it is showing, right. So personal edition you can save. Sorry, you can publish the dashboards only into online. You cannot publish the dashboards into server. That is
Okay.
a major difference. And in the professional edition, you can publish the dashboards in online as well as into the server also.
No, my concern
Okay.
was
And
regarding the creation of dashboard, that we can have any functionality while creating the dashboard.
functionality wise, it has limited access. Yes, we are saying it, right? Because it has full access. See,
Okay,
always when you go for maybe one or two limitations will be there, right? For the free versions, they cannot offer all the functionalities. So
got it.
some will be a paid functionalities, right? So if you want to use them, you have to purchase it.
So, one more
So
question on the
and which you
versioning
cannot do
part.
it, it is your organization that will purchase.
On the versioning part, when we go to the tableau.com slash support releases, I can see
Hmm.
there are a lot of releases out there under 2018 version or 2019 version. Like
Hmm.
2019.4, I can see like lot of version are there: 4.1, 4.2, 4.4.
Correct. That's what I showed. Even I am using which version? So 2019.4.8.
That's what I'm
These all
saying.
are like minute changes that we'll see. We will not see so many difference. The main versions we have to see is 2019.4 or 2019.5 because these are like very small minute updates. Every update we cannot install, right? So that is
Mhm.
not required even. The small functionalities not required. So I can catch you up, guys. Sorry, I
Okay,
just have a meeting in another a minute. Okay. So if you are free, I can finish that meeting in 15 minutes. We can join up. I'll give you a call. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry for hurry.